best of the best. But the proudest day of my life was when you turned legit. You started a family, and you got out of the life.
Welcome to What the Flick, everybody. Ben, Christy, Alonso. The film Contraband with Mark Wahlberg. I want to see it. I was excited to see it, but I couldn't make a screening because I was traveling. So, Christy, what's the deal?
Oh, Alonso's going to tell us. But, you know, he has cash strapped to his torso. This is the most important thing to know. But please describe the actual plot.
On the poster.
Very quickly, best movie where someone has cash strapped to their torso?
Miss Bala?
Midnight Run.
Okay.
Oh, fair enough.
Go.
Okay, so Marky Mark is like the greatest smuggler ever, but he's retired and he's gone legit, but he gets dragged back for one more heist job thing because his brother because his dipshit brother-in-law owes a lot of money to a very bad Cajun cracker played by Giovanni Ribisi, and then of course things get complicated because it turns out there's a mystery bad guy that you'll totally figure out in the first 10 seconds, but I'm not going to tell you. Check it out.
What happened, Andy?
I was running something, and I dumped the package.
You know, when I stopped doing runs, you promised me you're going to stay out of this.
They're gonna kill me.
They're not going to kill you.
I was hoping you understand it's family. Maybe we could work something out.
I'll give you 2 weeks. If not, I'm gonna come after the both of you. I'll come asking your wife for it, your kid.
You think you're the only guy with a gun? I gotta try to fix this. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. So what are we running?
Currency? 15 million on 4 stacks. It's like the size of a Mini Cooper. Where are you gonna hide it?
Where is the faith? Oh, I lost my stripes now. I gotta start from scratch.
Have you ever been convicted of espionage, sedition, treason?
Together?
Say goodbye to your wife.
I'm coming. I'm coming for you. We're going to war.
Where's my wife? Tell him not to dump it in the water.
You will never find that money.
Pull the trigger!
Your contempt was palpable. Obviously, I know one of you liked it, one of you didn't like it. You're the one who didn't.
Yeah, you know, and I know this is gonna be one of the things. Oh, you don't like fun. You know, I wish I was gonna be here next week to talk about how much I enjoyed watching Gina Carano beat the crap out of Michael Fassbender in Haywire, but I'll let you guys cover that. Anyway, this movie, literally in the first 10 seconds, I knew who the secret bad guy was, and the whole movie is just so. You've just seen all this so many times before, and fine, there's only so many stories to be told, but the dominoes don't fall in any remotely interesting kind of way. The wife, played by Kate Beckinsale, is the most thankless, nothing, the girl role. I mean, she just doesn't do anything.
And speaking of kicking ass, she will kick ass next week as well in the latest Underworld
yeah,
movie.
but not
she
in
can
this
do
movie.
We know that.
In this movie, she doesn't do squat. Right. And then, you know, I mean, like, okay, I liked a running gag about modern art, and I liked the inner workings of a cargo ship. But that was the only thing I took away from this movie.
Didn't you learn something? I learned something.
That was about it. Otherwise, it's a big bore, wasting some very talented actors like Diego Luna and J.K. Simmons, but I have a theory that there are no mediocre Mark Wahlberg performances. They're either awesome or they're horrible.
Is he horrible in this?
He's horrible in this.
No, he's totally in his comfort zone. This does not push him in any way.
No, it's
he gets to do that damage, like I'm trying to reform myself, I'm doing it for my family kind of thing. He's moved out to the suburbs of Algiers or whatever. No one is working very hard here.
No.
It does not have any delusions of grandeur. It knows exactly what it is. But you know, I had fun, and it is entertaining, and it has some moments of suspense.
Even for what it is crap. I'm sorry.
I would say it is crap in the way that it is shot. I don't think it needs the shaky cam. I mean, very infrequently do we ever need shaky cam. We really don't here. I think, but there are a couple of moments that the armored car heist that Mark Wahlberg and Lucas Haas get roped into is staged pretty well, and it's pretty suspenseful.
It is competent,
the moment where they get the van into the cargo ship and how that all plays out, speaking of dominoes falling, and they do have to fall there.
It does have a few moments of which are kind of, but yeah, but for
I had fun.
But you know, and I was open to this being just kind of a dopey action thing, and it's just not a good one.
How come in movies, Mark Wahlberg's 40, he probably plays somebody younger in the movie.
They don't say.
I don't know.
In general, he plays guys. Everybody plays people young. It's the movies. But okay, make him 40. How come in the movies guys become the best smuggler in the world before they're 40 and retire?
Here's why. Because his dad was a criminal too, right? So it's like in his DNA. He probably was doing it from what? There's actually a whole backstory. These characters have backstories.
But not very
He tried to
ones.
swipe Mardi Gras beads when he was a kid. This is how you knew that he was going to be the master smuggler he would become.
What did you say? You said there's no Mark Wahlberg movie that's...
There's no performance that's mediocre. They're either terrific or they're terrible.
Four Brothers?
Terrible.
I would go mediocre.
You're going
to stick with terrible?
Four Brothers and this and Max Payne,
Max
Planet of the Apes.
Where's he's a sniper?
Horrible. The Shooter, great title. But like I love him in the Departed and I Heart Huckabees, and I mean like he's done
Italian Job.
Italian Job. He's done a lot of So he's one of those he's the little girl with the curl. When he's good, he's very very good, and when he's bad, he's awful. And this for me was awful.
It was not awful, and I would argue that Kate Beckinsale tries to give her character a little bit more of an edge. She's kind of like this damaged, trashy chick trying to rehabilitate her life as well.
Wow.
So I would say there's more.
She has 3 tattoos, and so that's her backstory.
There goes, she is edgy.
Oh man.
No, I think there's more of these characters than you might ordinarily see in an action
Was your New Year's resolution to be like radiate kindness? Because you're being really nice.
I am just happy that in January I was not miserable, and so I'm saying hooray for mediocrity. That's my battle cry this
Are
month.
you boys, last thing, are you guys both as psyched for The Gray as I am? Or am I the only one?
It is our annual Liam Neeson badass movie.
Every January. And what was the one last year?
Unknown, which I kind of liked.
I loved Unknown.
Right.
Loved it. Loved Taken, Love Unknown. Very excited.
Unknown was a stupid movie that I was like, I could get behind this. This is not.
Numbers.
2.8.
6.
Yeah.
Nice. 4.4.
I gave it 2.5 stars, so
all right,
there you go.
all right.
Translates. There you go.
Okay, so that's 4.4 for Contraband. One recommendation, one aggressive non-recommendation. Enjoy the week at the movies.
Bye.